The idea today is to put 40 deals in your back pocket in 2022. This system right here that I'm showing you through MyWeichert or KV Core should put 40 deals in your wheelhouse in 2022 if you do the stuff that I'm telling you to do. It's that simple, okay? It's that easy. Now, what I'm telling you is that I can lead you to water. I can shove your head in the pond. I can't make you drink. You're going to have to do these activities to resonate that, okay? So a couple of things just to let you know. I'm going to quote a lot of statistics. I'm an old baseball guy, so I'm going to quote a lot of statistics from NAR. If you have questions about that, you can research NAR and you can find out that what I'm telling you is coming from NAR, okay? So with that being said, we're going to get started, all right? So here's the program. How many of you guys are doing social media? Some form or another. You're doing, I don't know, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, or all of the above. Okay, perfect. I'm going to show you some great little posts that you can do that will help you out with your social media stuff right out of the gate. Okay, they're squeeze pages. We're going to go through that right away. All right. So let's log into MyWeichert. We've done that, right? Everybody's on MyWeichert, right? We're going to go to my menu. Okay. Now, let me ask a question. I'm going to ask somebody right out here. Now, the other thing I'm going to tell you is I am Italian. So if it seems like I'm yelling and I'm angry, that's just because that's the way I am. Okay. But I want you guys to all hear me. I'm not angry. I'm intense and passionate. Let's call it passion. Okay. So we're going to go and let me ask you a real quick question. Okay. NAR says that 83% of home buyers across the nation have participated in this one event. They've all done. Okay. What is that? Let me ask you. You have no idea, right? Let me ask you. You have no idea, right? I'm going to answer the simple question for you. They've all gone to an open house. Okay. 83% of home buyers have participated in an open house, at least one. Okay. How many times have we done an open house? Because we know that we all do open houses here, correct? We all do the Weichert open house system, right? We get 18 to 25 people in our open houses, right? How many of us have been in an open house and the guy walks in and he says to us, hey, listen, I'm not going to give you my information. I'm just looking, right? I'm just looking. Let me tell you something. NAR also says that 73% of the people that visit an open house will do a real estate transaction within 6 months, right? We know that, right? Did you know that 86% of open house visitors will do a real estate transaction within 1 year, right? So what just happened when that guy told you that? He lied to you. He lied, okay? So what did you fail at? You failed at giving him value, right? This is what I tell my agents. This is what I tell my agents. We're the Walmart greeter, right? You walk into Walmart and the greeter says, hey, welcome to Walmart, right? Me, I'm lucky if he gets a grunt out of me. Yeah, whatever. I'm lucky if he gets a grunt and a look, right? But what happens when I'm walking into Walmart and I want a TV and that Walmart greeter says to me, hey, welcome to Walmart. TVs are in the back right. I said, oh, right? Did he add value? Right? What happens when that Walmart greeter says, hey, Bianco, welcome to Walmart. TVs are in the back right and the Samsungs are on 50% off. You want me to show you where I'm at, where they're at? I'm going to stop and I'm going to say, yeah, let's go, buddy. Show me where those Samsungs are right now. Right? He added value, right? So when that guy walks in and he says in that open house, hey, no, thank you. I'm not signing in. It's because we failed to add value. Does that make sense? Let me tell you a Walmart greeting for real estate. You want me to send you some properties? Welcome to Walmart. Right? That's what the guys think is coming. So we're going to add value, right? So one of the things that we do is that what we want to do on social media is every Friday, why don't we make a post on your farmed areas of open houses that are coming up for the weekend. So when that liar comes in and says, hey man, I'm just looking at open houses, you can say, hey, why don't you use a text code? So I'm going to show you how to do that. Okay. We're going to go down to lead engine. We're going to go down to build a squeeze page. Okay. Follow along with me and we'll do it real quick. You guys got a farm community in your mind? Okay. Now I'm blind, so I'm going to pull out these cheaters and help my contacts because I have contacts and cheaters. Okay, we're going to go down here and I'm just going to do something for fun. I'm Chris Bianco. I'm the owner broker in Scottsdale. Okay, I'm just going to do a zip code in Scottsdale. Does that make sense? So I'm going to go in there. You guys do your own farm community. So I'm going to go 85251. That's Old Town, for those of you that don't know it. Okay, right here. I'm sorry. Excuse me? You're 852. You're thinking of 85257? 81. 81 is Tempe. Anything with an 8 is a Tempe. Okay, if you guys are interested and you have a specific farm community and you want to do a geographical map, you can click that button over. Yeah. You can draw. All right, everybody's with me, right? And then we went over here to the far right. We generated a link. Does that sound right? Everybody got a link in that lower bar, that short link? Okay, now listen. Hey, are you with me? All right. Now listen, because I'll talk over you. Okay. Now we're going to copy that link. Okay. I like the short link. I think either one works. Okay. Now I'm just going to fool around and I'm going to open up another browser. Right. I'm going to paste that short link in there. I'm going to hit enter. Right? You with me? Holy crap. Did you see what just opened? My own personal website with every open house that's coming up in 85251 for this week. Which is 0. Right, 0. It's just, okay, that's what's happening. But that's your website. That's your website, fellas. Okay? Now, let me tell you something about websites. Did you know that 96% of home buyers today are on the internet looking at homes? Did you know that the average home buyer, right, is looking at an average of 5 different websites? That's fact. I'm going to ask you a question. Okay, there is no answer to this, so think about it, but there's no answer. Why not yours? Why not yours? We can look to the east right now. We can go all the way look in New Jersey and thank Mr. MyWeichert over there for one of the greatest personal websites in the marketplace today. They've given us the best websites out there. And if you don't believe me, go look at Joe and Betty Smith at HomeSmart's website. Go look at Tom Jones at Keller Williams' website. They don't exist. It's Keller Williams' website with Tom's name on it. You guys have a searchable website. It's the best in the industry, bar none. Use it, because what I'm telling you is true. 5 websites on the average is what they're looking at. And the big question is, why not yours? Okay, market your website. There's a piece right there. So if I was to go on Friday and put this post out there and say, hey, for today's open houses, for this week's open houses in my farm community, I'm Chris Bianco. You could even do a little video. Okay, you go out in front of an open house. Say, this house is being held open on Saturday from 1 to 2. For the address, give me a call, 602-291-2090. Okay. You walk back through some of the people on the Zoom list, what you did to get to this point. Okay, so all I did was I went back here. I'm in lead engine. I'm in squeeze page. Okay, I went to squeeze page and it brought up this one. I just did a zip code, 85251. That's Scottsdale. It's Old Town Scottsdale, for those of you that don't know. I left all this blank because I want every open house that's in 85251. I want each one. I want every one. So I left that blank. Okay. I didn't do any price point because I'll sell a trailer and I'll sell $1 million house. I don't care about that. I'm not narrowing it down. I'm not doing any of that. So I came all the way down here, and in this drop down bar where it says options, I found open house and I clicked on that right here. Drop down bar options. Then I hit this green button on the far right that said generate link. Make sense? Does that make sense? Okay, generate link, and it popped this link. I copy and pasted that link. Now what I'm going to do is now what do I do with this, right? So now what I'm going to do is I want to post this on Facebook. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back here to marketing, and I'm going to go to lead engine, right? Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over here to call capturing. Let's click on that button and get over to call capturing. Now in call capturing, for most of you guys, you should see just, and you scroll down, you see your first name, right? How many of you guys see your first name? I'm on an admin one. So I see every I see every call capturing that's in my brokerage. I see all my agents, but you guys should only see your first name. Everybody see your first name? Okay. So we're going to go over to call capturing. We're going to go up to the top and it says add new. Right? See that? Click on that. Brings up this bar right here, right? So here's what I want you to do. On that custom code, we're going to put in there open house. All right. I'm going to put in open. I'm going to short work and I'm going to put open OH. I'm going to put 85. So I know where it came from. 251. Does that make sense? So I know what it is. It's open house. 85251. That's the area I did. I'm going to go to message. I'm going to click that button. Everybody with me? Call capturing. Okay. Tony, everybody with us in Utah and wherever they are, Illinois, hinterland. You got a question? Are you with me or do you have a question?
I'm with you.
Okay.
The custom code, you're obviously doing it to the search that you're doing, but where is this going to come up?
I'm going to hang with me. You're 5 pages ahead. Okay, no problem. Okay, so we're going to go to message.
Usually 5 behind. So.
Yeah. You're okay. So just pause for a second. You'll be right with us. Okay, so where it says message here, right click and paste. That's where we're going to put our short link. Okay. What's our hashtag going to be for this? What's a hashtag? For all of us old guys out there, it took me about 6 years to figure this out. Okay. So a hashtag is a file cabinet. It's an organization, right? So we're just going to put this in a file. Okay. So our file for our hashtag is going to be open house 85251, right? So I'm going to put the same thing in there. Sorry. OH 85251. Don't do it. As a matter of fact, don't put the hashtag in there. Right, because it'll double hashtag it. Okay, then we're going to go down here and it's going to ask you what smart number you're going to put in there. You should have one, no need for another one. And you're going to put your hashtag in there, or I'm sorry, your smart number in there, and you're going to add it.
What's our smart number?
It's in there. Just hit the drop down bar.
Just a point of clarification. If you were to put a space in the hashtag, will it automatically?
Won't work. Won't work.
Cannot add spaces.
Yeah, don't add spaces. Put a symbol or something in there if you want to do something like that. A star, a hyphen, something like that. Okay, are you guys all with me? Then you're going to add it, right? Everybody add it? Did you add it? Is it done? Okay, now we go to Facebook, right? And we say to Facebook, we say on our post, hey, for all this week's open houses, text OH 85251 to 480-428-1781, and then you're on your way. Right? So now you've hit this, you've added it, right? Now we know it works because I just checked it on that link, right? I checked that link and my website came up, right? Oh man, my website came up. Yeah, Mike.
What he said was, go to Facebook and do a post and say for all the open houses in this zip code, text that number or text
OH.
to that phone number, and they'll go right to that link to be able to see all the open houses on your website.
On your website. They'll be directed to your website for all those this week's open houses, right? Now, guess what happens? Right? You get an email that says, hey, you got a new lead. Right? You got a new lead. Holy crap. What do I do? Well, that's a whole different seminar, but anyway. So here's the thing. You just got a lead, right? Now, what is Facebook? What is Instagram? Database. What do we do with the database? What do we know about CRMs? There's 4 components to a CRM, right? Get one. Thank you, Jim Weichert, because we have the best in the industry, right? Fill it, use it, refresh it, right? So we got to refresh our database. How do we do that? We ask those people on our Facebook post, hey, if you know anybody that's looking for a property in 85251 or considering selling one, share this post with them, okay? This is a reoccurring post. This is a reoccurring search. So you never have to do this search again. So you should be able to go there every Friday and make the same post on Facebook. Hey, for this week's open houses, have a good time. blah, 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 blah. Now, all of a sudden, every time somebody clicks that, you get a lead, right? Now, what are we going to do on Monday, right? Or Tuesday, we're going to say, hey, how'd you do on your open house? Looks like you went. You see anything you liked? Would you like to get inside another one? You want to make an offer? Da, 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 right? We're working our leads, right? Okay, if you did that post 52 times every Friday for a year, if you committed to yourself to do that post every Friday, 52 times for a year, how many deals do you think you could drive out of that? I wish. How many? How many could you do out of that?
25 to 30.
Let's lowball. Let's say 3. Think you could do 3? Show of hands. How many could do 3 deals if you did that 52 times? Could you do 2? Let's say 2. All right. There you go. All right, I got another question for you. There's your first Facebook post. Go.
So can you go back to, you're asking them to text your smart number with hashtag?
Not a hashtag. The hashtag is back office. The code. So what you're asking them to do is say, hey, if you're interested in looking at open house, you're going to give them something to text to. How many times have you seen a number? Text 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, right? You're asking them to text open house OH85251, right? Whatever you used as your text code.
As your text code.
Right.
On the custom text.
All right. You can see all the ones that we've done. You know, I mean, I got a bazillion of them. Yeah, they got to text your smart number. Your smart number is it, man. That is it. With the code. Right. Okay. Did you do it? Did you do it? Sherry, what Sherry's saying is, so what happens is when Sherry texts Jillian's text code, she gets a link to the open houses. She said, what she says to me is, I didn't even open the link and Jillian gets the lead. She doesn't even have to open the link, right? All you got to do is text that number and Jillian will get the lead. And it's her phone number, right? Your phone number shows up on Jillian, says, hey, this person just texted, blah, 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 right? Amazing, right? You got a lead, right? They don't even have to go to your website. Okay, now what we're going to do is I'm going to ask another question, all right? This is a stupid question, so don't feel bad if you don't know it, okay? But what day of the week is the most popular day for agents to be on the MLS? MLS has this data out there. Give me an idea. You right there in the yellow. What day of the week is the most popular day for agents to be on the MLS? Friday, correct. Why? Okay. What? That's right. That's right. That's when most houses go live, right? Listings is the most popular day for listings to go on the MLS. All right. Our MLS covers Maricopa County and parts of Pinal, right? Basically a little more than 6 million people out there. For a balanced market, experts say we need to be between 25,000 and 32,000 active listings. We're at 6,100 today, right? We just came out of a market, a bubble, a positive bubble, where we were having 30 and 40 offers on a house, right? Prices are going 70, 80, 90. I did one $115,000 above list, right? Listen to 72 sold. They're still doing it. Bullshit. 200 grand over, right? Do you think in this market, having the latest information on the newest listings would be important to your buyers? You think that might help? Wait a minute. That's a searchable item on the MLS. What? Let's go back to lead engine. Let's go back to build a squeeze page. Let's go over to multi-property. We're still on multiple property. We're going to go down here. We're going to go to location. I'm going to stick with my 85251, right? There it is. I'm going to click on that. I'm going to leave all this blank because I don't care. Again, I'm selling trailers and I'm selling $1 million listings. Yes, Sally. But I want to go down here to options and I'm going to go to what? Just listed. Amazing. I don't know where it is because I have no. Is it the very just listed? All right, we're going to do the same thing, right? Because we've just been through this. Let's generate that link. There it is. There's the short link. Hey, let's have some fun, right? We're going to copy that. We're going to open up this browser again. We're going to make sure it works. We're going to hit it, right? I probably got none because I'm in Scottsdale. Nobody sells anything in there. Hey, 14. Look at that. I got 14. All right, just listed. All right, what do you need? I copied it and I opened up another browser and I just make sure it works, right? Right? You guys with me? It works. Now we're going to go back to MyWeichert and we're going to go back to lead engine. We're going to go to call capturing, right? We're going to go to add new. Remember the 3 words that all my agents hate hearing? They hear it so many times in my office, right? Perseverance, tenacity, and consistency. We're being consistent right here. It's repetitive. Okay. We're going to go to add new all the way to the top. We're going to go to message. We're going to paste our link in there. We're going to go to the top. I skipped one, custom code, maybe NL, new listing, 85251, right? Does that make sense? Does that make sense? Everybody with me? Right? Then we're going to come back down here, hashtag NL 85251, same thing. Does that make sense? You don't have to. You don't have to. I've changed them. I do different things sometimes. You know, it doesn't matter to me. So I'm in there. I'm going to pump in my smart number, right? And I'm going to hit add, right? That link always updates. So you don't have to redo that. That link is permanently done. You can set that aside and you can reuse it. Do you understand? Correct. Are you with me on that? Have I explained that correctly? Okay, everybody caught up with me on that? Do you love it? Did you guys figure it out over here? Okay. All right, quick question. Here's another question. What is the second most popular day of the week for agents to be on the MLS? Who knows that answer? I do. Mike? Tuesday. Why? Okay. There you go. Say that again, Julian.
Monday is like when everything is kind of going under contract and opening escrow. Tuesday is kind of where that's what I do.
Sort of. The third most popular day for agents to show a house is Wednesday. Saturday and Sunday is the first 2, number 1 and number 2. Wednesday, because they got the crap beat out of them over the weekend. We'll say it that way. Okay. It's also but we don't care about that, right? Because those are buyers with agents. We're a day late and a dollar short with those guys. Okay. But what's more important, it's the most popular day of the week for a property to be reduced. Wait a minute. Hold on a second. That's a searchable item on the MLS. Consistency, consistency, consistency. Now, in today's market, when properties are going for $200,000 over list, multiple offers out there, it's crazy. 37% appreciation rate from the middle of February to the end of April. We're going crazy out there. Last time you guys had a buyer in the car that says, hey, show me the most overpriced property you can. The most out of ridiculously overpriced property. Everybody's looking for a reduced piece of property. Let's go, right? Consistency. Back to lead engine. Back to build a squeeze page. Back to location 85251. God, this is getting old, isn't it? But it's going to make me money, right? We're going to go down. We're going to leave everything open. Why? Because I sell trailers and I sell mansions, right? We're going to go right back down into options. Top 1. No, I'm sorry. It's down there. It's down there. I'm looking. Did I miss it? Right there, reduced. Generate link. Boom. I'm going to copy it. Holy cow. Now, let me tell you one other thing. This is probably going to produce some listings. And why? Why? Because the market has hit the ceiling. How do we know the market's hit the ceiling? We're seeing a lot more reduced prices. Days on markets are creeping up, right? Number of multiple offers are down. Okay, I'm going to go back and I'm just going to make sure it works. So I'm going to that browser again. I'm going to paste this in here and I'm going to hit enter. 85251 back to my website. Holy cow, there's 112. Look at that. I told you it's going to produce some properties, right? By the way, it's the #1 most searched item for any buyer in America. They're all looking for that, right? Wow. So if you got on Facebook and you said, well, let's keep going. So we're going to go to lead engine, going to go straight down to call capturing, right? Add new, right? Tenacity, perseverance, consistency. Sorry, lead engine, call capturing, add new, message, paste. I don't know what you're putting in your custom code, but how about RD 85251? Are you with me? We're still going through it. We've done this, right? Now it's becoming habit. Love it. We're going to go in here to a hashtag. I'm going to RD because I want to know where they're from. 85251. What's that going to help me with? When they come in as a lead, what's that going to help me with? Right? Because we are MyWeichert people. Will that help me with alerts? Right. That will help me with alerts. They're looking for reduced properties. We've done that, right? So we're going to make that post, right? We're going to make that post on Thursdays. I always try and make them on Thursdays because Thursdays, we know that all of the reduced homes have gone in on Wednesday, right? So we're going to make our post on Friday for open houses. We're going to make our social media post on Saturdays for new listings. And we're going to make our post on Thursdays for reduced homes, right? Now, according to you guys, that'll generate two deals a piece if you do it 52 consecutive weeks. That's 6 deals. Make sense? All right. There's your social media post. You like that? How many people are going to commit to doing those? You like that? You like that? You want to take it up a notch? I'll tell you how to take it up a notch. Don't just make the post, make a video. Make a video. Stand in front of an open house that's coming up and say, this house is being held open this week for address. There's your tickler. So Randy, Courtney, and I always talk a lot about what we call a call to action. That's your call to action. Call me for the address and I'll let you in it before the open house. Right? Hey, next week, this house just got reduced from last week by $10,000 for the price and property address. Give me a shout at 602-291-2090. I'm Chris Bianco. I'm Weichert Realtors at Civic Center, Scottsdale, Arizona. Love to show you this house. Get a hold of me before the open house. Get there first. Right? One other thing I want to do for you guys, and I started to mention it real fast, and I just want to make sure that you guys understand this. Again, I can't emphasize enough that you guys have the best agent websites available to you. Okay. Now, hopefully you guys have gone through, they're customizable and all that kind of stuff. That's a whole different lesson. That's a whole different thing. You guys have, work with your brokers on how to customize that and where to go with that. But I want to do something real fast for you guys. Okay. So follow along with me. So we're on our dashboards, right? We're right on our dashboards. I want you to go up here to your name. You see that? See how it drops down? Okay. You see the little globe there? That's your website. Click on that. We're going to make sure this works for you. Again, I posed a question earlier today that said, the average consumer's on 5 different websites. Why not yours? Okay, we're going to copy and paste this. Okay. And we're going to go back to MyWeichert. Okay, now we're going to do, this is going to be crazy. Follow me. This is unbelievable. Okay, so we're going to go back to build a squeeze page. Okay, remember your first names there, right? Your first name. Remember we all saw our first names there, right? I'm sorry, we're going to go to not build the squeeze page. I'm sorry, call capturing. Okay, remember all of us had our first names there, right? Remember? All right, you're going to click on your first name, right? And you're going to build that squeeze page. You're going to add new. You're going to put your first name in there. Oh, come on. It's not that hard. Okay, here we go. We're going to edit. Go to your first name and edit. Hit the edit button. I'm sorry, edit. Correct me if I'm wrong. Edit. We want to make sure that our, okay, edit. Does that make sense? We're going to go to edit. Is everybody on their first name edit? All right, in the message bar, we're going to go to message. You're going to paste your URL in there, right? In the message. Does that make sense? All right, then you're going to go down. You're going to, I don't care what hashtag you put in there. It doesn't really matter to me. I don't put one, but you're going to put your smart number in there, and then you're going to put add or save, right? Does that make sense? Okay, and what are we going to do with that? All right, on your signs, on your yard signs, for additional properties, text Chris to 480-428-1781 for better homes than this, right? Text Chris 480 for your business cards, for great deals, text Chris, right? Does that make sense? Right? Now you're distributing your website, right? For every flyer that you have at an open house, is that a great tagline at the bottom of it? I have agents in my office that have it on their yard signs. I have agents in my office that have it on their business cards. If the average buyer is looking at 5 different websites and the question is, why not yours? This is how you get it out there. You now have a way to distribute your website out there. Make sense? Yes. It doesn't matter. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Wow. Wow, what a powerful tool that is. Now we know we're competing with what? We're competing with Zillow.com. We're competing with CodwellBanker.com, right? Because now it's ChrisBianco.com, right? Let's do this. 94% of buyers are looking online at 5 different websites. Let's go. Stupid. Let me tell you one other thing. The second most popular reason why buyers are looking online at your website is not for homes. You want to know what it's for? Validation. Yes. No problem. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go over this again for all you people in Chicago that don't understand us in Arizona. Okay. There we go, baby. So I'm going to slow it down. Click on Chris Bianco, right? The upper right-hand corner. When you scroll down, the 3rd line there is your website. Click on that. It'll bring up your website. Okay, my computer's a little slow, so give it a second. The mice are still running. I'm going to copy this URL. Does that make sense? I'm on a little small table here, so hang on. Let me get this thing to go. Okay, I'm going to copy this URL. Then I'm going to go back to MyWeichert. Then I'm going to go to lead engine. I'm going to go to call and text capture. I'm going to find my name. I'm going to slide all the way over to the right. And I'm going to hit the edit button. Let me do that again. Hold on. For all you guys that are looking down, I'm going to find my name and I'm going to slide all the way over to the right. And I'm going to hit the edit button. Okay. I'm going to go to message and I'm going to paste my URL in there. Got it? You bet. And you're going to go down to the bottom. You're going to put your smart number in there. We've done this part 100 times. Right? Now, this part right here is going to lead into our next part. So keep in mind, you have to have this. You have to have this for our next part. Then you're going to save it. I've saved mine 100 times. I got to start deleting about 400 of them. You can, you don't have to, but you can. I know where that's coming from. I know the file cabinet. It's in the file cabinet. I know where it's coming from. It's coming from people that are visiting my website, so I already know that. Make sense? You guys with me? All right, that's just a little freebie. Again, look to the east. Thank you, Jim Weichert, for that little piece. That's awesome. I love it. And again, challenge. Go to Joe Blow at kellerwilliams.com and look at his website, then look at yours. Thank you. Okay. All right, I had a question at the break, and I'm going to answer it right now. What was your question?
My question was about the Facebook videos. When you're going to someone else's listing to show the open house video and say, hey, I'm at this place, we're having an open house, let me know.
Do you need permission?
Do you need permission?
Okay, so the question is this for all you guys that are on Zoom. The question was, hey, I'm going to this house. You said, Bianco, do this video. Bianco says, do this video in front of this new listing. I'm going to this listing, and I'm going to do the short video. Do I need permission from the listing agent? The simple answer is they gave it to you. They gave it to you. Okay. You want to know how I know that? Look at Zillow. They gave it to Zillow. They gave it to realtor.com. They gave it to Joe Blow, who's the real estate guru for McCormick Ranch. They gave it to Betty Smith, who's the guru for real estate in Gilbert, Arizona. Do you want to know where they gave it to us? Right? The big question is this, and you got to talk to your brokers individually, because I am a ask for forgiveness before permission kind of guy. But where did they give it to us? I'll show you. I am now on Arizona's MLS. Right? When you go to list it, when you go and list a new home, right? Very last page says broker distribution, right? You know that page? We never look at it, right? You just skip through it along with room sizes and the rest of it. We don't fill that part out. Well, the very last page of your listing on the MLS, when it says add new, it says broker distribution. The second box from the bottom says IDX share. You have just given permission for everybody out there to share that listing. You have been given permission, my friend. So when that agent calls you up and says, hey, buddy, that's my listing, you can't do that, have him call me and I'll explain it to him. 602-291-2090. Okay, because we're going to touch on that in a minute here, because it's important that you understand that. You have been given permission to share that property. The bigger part of that is that we are not inducing a member of the public to break a contract. We're not going for that listing, are we? We're not inducing anybody to break a contract, because a listing agreement is a contract with the public. We're not doing that. What we are doing is marketing the property, sharing the listing. And by the way, knucklehead agent, you're welcome. Right? Right? And until you get Mr. Zillow or Mr. or Mrs. Realtor.com to stop, I will be happy to stop too. Because the way that you need to get them to stop is to uncheck that box on the back page of the ad listing. You understand? Now, again, I'm going to ask you a favor. I am Chris Bianco, the owner broker at Weichert Realtor Civic Center in Scottsdale, Arizona. Please check with your own broker about that philosophy. But that's my take on it. Yeah, he's my guy right there. Okay, so anyway, here's what we're going to do. Yes.
So how does our site actually compare in real time to the outdated information in Zillow and Redfin and those guys?
Because we're linked.
So what is the IDX exchange comparable from your personal website to the IDX exchange from to Zillow? Is that what you're asking me? I'm not sure of the question. So here's the thing. Your website's on the same IDX exchange that Zillow and Trulia.com and Realtor.com is it, so you understand that, right? Yeah. Yeah, check with your IT guy on that. I'm not sure. I'm just telling you MyWeichert. That's all I know, to be honest with you. So I would say it's probably fairly comparable. Okay, so here's what we're going to get into, guys. Yeah. We're going to get there.
Well, just my question is a comment. So we're having people text all this stuff since I have the app on my phone. I'm not getting text messages. It's just going straight to my app, so I'm not getting notified. I'm just trying to figure out how to get a text message as well.
There is, okay, so the question is that you're not getting direct text messages to your phone. You're getting the text message to the app.
Yeah, so what I did, a notification in the app that I have a new lead, and I go to my app, and then I have to do that. It's not a text message. So is there a way to make it do both?
Yeah, simple, real simple. Ready? Okay. Upload, you guys, every one of you should do this. I'm going to tell you how to do it real fast, okay? Every one of you should do this. In your phone, okay? This is a phone thing. This is really complicated, so hang on. Put in your phone your smart number as a contact. Okay? And then what are we going to name that contact? I name mine Money. When money's ringing, buddy, I'm answering it, right? It's Money, right? Money baby or Money honey or whatever it might be, but that's my contact, okay? Money. That should work. If not, then it's a setting inside of MyWeichert. You'll have to sit down and work with your broker on it.
Had it as a text, it says KB4 has phone number in there, but it doesn't come with the app.
Okay. It's probably a MyWeichert setting. Yeah, see your broker on that. All right, we're going to push through, guys. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. Now, what we're going to talk about is when we get a listing, how we can convert that listing. And I'm going to show you how to do this, how we're going to convert that listing. So in my office, we talk a lot about how to get my listings. I want 2.5 transactions for every listing that I bring into the office. All right. So the listing in essence is the trunk to the tree. I got to get it to bear fruit. Right. I'm not just going to throw a listing on the MLS, wait for the phone to ring, wait for the contract to come in. I'm going to work the hell out of that listing because I need more deals out of that. 2.5 per listing is more transactions is what I'm working on. Right. And I'm going to show you how to do that. So the first thing that we're going to do when I get a listing is I'm just telling you this is that I'm going to start with the open house program. Okay. Because we know that the MyWeichert open house program starts 9 days in advance, right? We actually do it at about 6 or 7 because we're a smaller brokerage and we know the agent who has the open house and all that kind of stuff. So anyway, so we start with that. So we're going to start with the open house. We're going to start that program. The next thing we're going to do, okay, is we're going to property boost it. Okay. So let me tell you something. And I think Lindsay's on, Lindsay is one of my agents. She's on, she's over in New Hampshire. She's got a son in New Hampshire. She's spending some time over there. She, I believe, is on the Zoom part of it. But I'm going to tell you something. Lindsay boosted a property, I think it was about a year ago, and she got 80 some leads off of it. $60. $60. Are you joking? Are you kidding me? Who does realtor? Who does Zillow leads? Who does real? Okay, how much did you spend last month? Really? Okay. Who pays for? I'll give you an idea. Okay, I'll give you an idea. Who pays for realtor.com leads? They run about $350 if you do kind of a normal deal. You get how many leads you get? About 10, 15 out of it. All right, that's about $40 to $50 a lead. You see where I'm going with this? Okay, cost per lead, cost per transaction. None of you guys track any of that, but I do. Anyway, so here's the thing. 80 is exceptional. That's out of the ballpark. Okay, but what you can expect is somewhere between 12 and about 25, depending upon the property and where it's at and stuff like that. So where do we find that? We're going to find that in Marketplace. Okay, and you're going to go right down here, and we're going to take that listing, and we're going to go down to Property Boost. Okay. You're just going to boost it. I boost one a month, 1 week. You should be boosting one property a week. Okay, stupid question. I'm going to ask it and I'm going to answer it because I don't want to embarrass anybody. I don't have any listings. Okay, did we just not go over the fact that you can share any listing on the MLS? Boost anything, please. Boost anything. $60. Okay, now I got to tell you, one of the things that I focus on is putting leads in your dashboard. Okay, now I'm just saying, if you're going to get, let's say you get 15 leads, that's 60 leads a month for $120. That's $2 a lead. Is that right? $2. That's a joke. Yeah, I mean, it's a joke. So you boost a property, whatever, you go in there and you boost it, you pop in an MLS number, you do it, right? Pretty simple. Pretty simple. It's the cheapest forms of lead generating you will find ever. Ever. Well, I'm going to show you some free ones in a minute, but anyway. So first thing I do is I boost the property. Now out of that, now I'm going to show you some data on this as we go through this, okay? But out of that, when I boosted, I took one property I had. It was in Awatuki. It was 11203 South Talavai. Okay, I think I sold it for 380 or something like that. Okay, but I did not boost this property. But I'm going to average. I'm going to say I got 15 leads off a property boost. Okay, there's 15 leads. So we're going to boost that property. That's the first thing I'm doing after I start my open house process. Does that make sense? Second thing I'm going to tell you is how many of you guys have a tablet out here? Everybody needs a tablet. Borrow one, find one, steal one, whatever. You want to download the MyWeichert open house app. Looks a little bit like this. I'm going to tell you why. Yeah, it's a black icon. Looks like that. It's a great app. Okay, first time I downloaded this, you know, I got the book, right, and the pencil, right, the number 2, and people are like, yeah, I'm not doing that. You'd put this in front of me like, cool, I love apps, dude. And we had people lining up to sign up for this. I swear to God, it was the craziest thing. So I did this open house, right? And I did the app. Now, when you do the app, I'm going to show you a couple different things. Okay, so I can go in here, and I don't have any listings right now. I'm a terrible agent. But I pumped one in there just for this showing. I stole the listing from somebody. Thought I did. Oh, I didn't. I did save it. But you pump this in here, and it'll ask you to add a hashtag. Okay, you put that in there and it'll ask you to add a hashtag. This is really critical. So I put in there open house Talavai. That's the name of the street that the house is on. And when I did that, I went over. Let me get back to my notes because I forget all this stuff. It's so complicated. So I went there. And when I did that, I set up the app before the open house. And then what I did was I went over to lead engine. I'm sorry, marketing, smart campaign. And I went over to, you guys will have to go over to KV Core Library more than likely. See where I'm at? And when you click on that, you'll see a library of them. Okay. Now, you need to do this, but you'll find an open house one and slide all the way over to the right and where it says add to my library. Click on that button. These are all stock drip campaigns, all stock. If they're not added to your library, you want to use them, go ahead and add them. Okay. Again, we can look to the east. Thank you, Jim Weichert, for making this available to me because I don't have to do it now. Somebody's done it for me. Right? Now I'm out in the field slaying houses and nailing down buyers while people are doing the hard stuff, right? So in my campaigns, I have one over here and it's called the open house campaign. Okay? And I can click on that. Correct. It's got to be turned on. So on the open house campaign, there's 14 touches. I'm going to tell you something that's really unbelievable, right? The first touch comes within 4 hours of when they sign up. So when they hit this thing, 4 hours later, they're getting a text that says, hey, thanks for coming by. Wow. Thanks, Jim. Oh, shit. So we're going to edit this, right? We're going to go right over here and edit it. And you're going to put in here, right? Hashtag is hashtag Talavai. See where I did that? So now when these knuckleheads sign in here, hashtag Talavai, right? You got them. That's right. Not only do they go straight to your dashboard, but they're immediately assigned this particular drip campaign, 14 touches, 4 of which are a phone call. So you got to work it, right? And you're on them. Now you're still, and by the way, this is the great part of this. While you're sitting there dealing with somebody, yeah, this is a great master bedroom. Look at the kitchen. The refrigerator's brand new. They're getting a text message from you thanking you for being there. Unbelievable. Yes. Oh, it goes right into your task in your dashboard. You'll be prompted to call them.
Chris, can you show me again where you got?
Yeah. Sorry. I don't read these little bumpables, so sometimes I got to do them twice. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to go over here and you're going to go to edit right here. That's where you're going to add that hashtag. See it right here?
I don't have it either.
You got to click on the open. Okay. Talk to your broker about it. Your broker needs to share that with you then. Okay. Sorry, brokers. You got to do a little work on this. So are you in my campaigns? Did you hit it in my campaigns? So let me try this. So we're going to go back to here. So you got to go to my library, right? KV Core library. Click on that campaign and say add to my library. Did you do that part? Okay, then did you click out of that and did you go to my library? Are you in my library? Now can you edit it? Okay, you got it. What a great feature that is, right? Does that make sense? Everybody with me? You got to take it out of the library. You got to go in the library and select it. So you're going into the library and you're taking the book off the shelf. And you're going to check it out and you're going to bring it home. Once you get it home, home for you is my campaigns. So click on my campaigns. Got it? Okay, so Sally, can you help this table right here? You guys got it? Julia, you got it? Julian, sorry. You with me?
I think wait for it. Yes.
Okay.
It's in my campaign.
What an amazing feature this is. Okay, you're showing the kitchen 3 hours later and people are getting text messages from you thanking you thanking them. What an amazing feature. Now you know where you got them, right? You know the area they're looking in. You know that you're going to get hit with a task. You know what's going on. You're going to make phone calls. You're going to do all that. Okay. All right. In my particular, just telling you, in my particular open house, I had 18 people sign in. That's 18 leads. Okay. They got the text messages. They were getting the emails. We were following up with phone calls. We're doing all that. Okay. Guess what? Let me go back a step. Remember the liar? Oh, I'm just looking. Right? I'm just looking. I'm not paying attention. I'm just looking. Guess what I did? This particular house was in Ahwatukee. Right? This particular house was in Ahwatukee. Anybody know Ahwatukee's zip code? 85044. Thank you. Think I got an open house text code for 85044? Really, Bob? Betty Liar? You're just looking at open houses? Yeah, well here, instead of driving up and down the street like a typewriter, text this code, you'll get every open house in the neighborhood. Guess what? I got 6 more of those idiots, right? Bam! Right? Don't lie to me because I know you're lying. You're going to do a real estate transaction. 9 out of 10 of you are going to do a real estate transaction within the next year. So guess what? I hand them a little business card, open house text code for 85044. I got 6 more leads out of that. That's 24 leads out of my open house, either through them signing up or me capturing them through a text code. Right? Make sense? Right? Open houses. Now, let me ask you something. This is kind of a funny story. I asked one of my agents this, and he's talking to me, and I said, hey, man, let me ask you something. For everything I do in here, what am I driving for? Text messaging is the #1 form of communication in the world today, right? Text messages get answered within 15 seconds of being delivered or looked at within 15 seconds of being delivered. 93% of them get answered within 30 seconds of being delivered. Number one form of communication. What am I doing with a text message? I'm trying to get them to call me or me to call them, right? Because I got to talk to them. What am I doing when I'm on the phone with them? I'm trying to get a meeting with them. I'm face to face because I'm killer face to face. I suck at text messaging, right? What am I doing face to face? I want to get them in the car. I want to get them in the living room, right? Right. If I was to tell you, I have a lead system in my head right now that promises you 100% face-to-face communication with them. That the chances of them, 9 out of 10 of them will be doing a real estate transaction within the next year. And this particular lead program is absolutely free. Would you ask me what it is? I'll give you 2 words: open houses, face-to-face with 100% of them, and they're doing a real estate transaction. Get in there and do them. Makes sense. Okay, so that's the deal, right? We've got our app set up. We've got our text code set up. We are all set up for our open house, right? We've got our 8 signs. We got our balloons going. We got our flyers. Everything's working out. Okay. Here's the second thing I'm doing. This is going to blow you guys away. You ready? I know, it's crazy. It's getting crazy. And guess what? I've got 24 leads out of this thing from one day, right? One day. That's it. It's one open house is all I've done, and I've gotten 24 leads. Oh, wait a minute. I'm sorry. 3 days before the open house, I did a property boost, and I got 15 leads out of that. What's that, 39 leads? Okay. Text codes. We're going to go back to our text codes. All right. Who has an active lead? First of all, who has an active listing here? All right. Here's what we're going to do. All right. We're going to blow your phone up. Here's what we're going to do. I need your MLS number on that. Yeah, it might be Randy's phone. We're going to blow Randy's phone up for taking your leads. Okay. So give me an MLS number on that guy. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to go to Lead Engine. For all you guys that are out there, we're going to go to Lead Engine. We're going to go to Call Capturing. Okay. No, I don't want it. You're doing it, dude. Set it up, baby. Set it up. Okay, we're going to go to Call Capturing. For everybody that's got a listing out there, you can do this. Okay. This is going to blow you away. It's going to cost you $150. I'm going to tell you this right now. It's be the best $150 you ever spent. Really? Yes. I'm going to tell you right now. I'm going to do a number for you at the end of this, and I'm going to show you how cheap you can be. Okay, so here's where we're going to get to Call Capturing. Okay. Now for me, what's my website? Chris, right? Text Chris to 480-428-1781. You get my website, right? Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go Bianca. A lot of people know me out there as Bianco. So I'm going to go Bianco 1, right? So for Bianco 1, I'm going to put that in there. And you'll probably see that down here somewhere. A bunch of Biancos, Bianco 5, Bianco 6. See all that? Okay, when I go to Call Capture, I'm going to add new. I'm going to use the MLS one now. In the text some code, I'm going to put in there Talavai. That's this address or the street number, Talavai. I'm going to use the MLS number. I'm going to pop in the MLS number right there. You got that with me? Did you put that in there? I'm going to put hashtag Talavai. Right? That's what I'm putting in there because I know where I want to know where this came from. I'm going to put the smart number in there, pop that in there, and I'm going to put at. Whoa, wait a minute. Hold on. Boom. 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 I'm going to show you guys these. I'm going to pass this one around. This one's awesome. This one, look at that one. Flip it over. Look at how faded it is and beat up and rusty. For you cheap agents out there, the tens of thousands of dollars that this sign has made me, I don't even want to talk about it. Here, pass that one around. Feel it. Look at the rust on it. Cheap. You want to talk cheap? $150 for a dozen of them. $0.00, right? Okay, look at that. All right, I'm going to show you. I can show you it's not worth it, but I can show you. I took 11 leads off of that in 1 week on Talavai. Text Bianco 1. What do they get? They get a property website. It says everything on there. Okay. It's basically an MLS listing. Okay. I did this. Let me tell you something. I did this presentation in December for all the brokers. Okay. And one of these agents, this agent called me up and he says, Bianco, you got to come into my office. You got to set it up for me. You got to set it up for me. I don't understand it. I'm all confused. I don't get it. Da, 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 da. I've been working with my assistant. I don't understand. Number 1 agent, number 3 agent in Maricopa County, I believe. Number 1 agent in all of Weichert, nationwide. This guy does a boatload of business. And he asked me to set it up. He's so impressed with it. His name's Randy Courtney. I went into his office and set it up for him. Okay. If he's buying into it, you should buy into it, right? Look at the rust on it. They feel it's ugly, it's sitting, it's gross. But I'm telling you, I've made more money on these stupid riders than you can shake a stick at. You want to go cheap, 150 bucks divided by, I don't know, 100 grand?
So I'm assuming you just changed the MLS list, number.
Right. So you set this up. I'm going to show you something. You set this up, right? So you got yours set up. I'm going to show you a Bianco 12 right here. That's the last. Or I'm going to go to this Bianco 5, right? There's my MLS number, the last one I did. You just hit edit. Change out the MLS number. That makes sense? Does that make sense? Now I'm going to tell you a little secret. Okay, here's the secret. This only works for active listings. Okay, the minute you roll it pending, it breaks the link. Doesn't work. Now I know, here's the stupid question number 7. Well, Chris, these things only sit active for like 3 days. Right. I got the answer for that. Ready? Oh, no, this makes way too much sense. Let's drive them to the website. Holy crap. Does that make way too much sense? Let's drive them to the website. That one, these all go on the top. So for me, just showing you, I got the old people, right? I got the old people, they're calling. And I got the young people, they're texting. That makes sense? It's my smart number. Yeah. And this is taking them to the website. That's when it goes pending. Yeah. Oh, man. Wait. Hold on a second. That means I got to go to that listing like more than once. Holy crap. Means I got to get out in my car and drive over there. Okay, I'm going to tell you right now, I can't count because I drive this from so many different areas, the text Chris. I can't count the number of leads I got out of it, so I'm just going to say 6. Okay, this one you'll get more leads out of because if you're telling me what's right, and I think you're correct, that your listings only stay active for a week or so, this will stay active through the escrow. This will stay active for 40 days. That one will stay active for 12, I don't know, 10, 12 days, whatever. So you're going to get more leads out of this than you are of that. So if you don't do anything at all, if you don't want to drive to that listing for a second time, just do this one. But do something, right? I got 8 leads out of this guy. And we're kind of call it 6 out of this, or 8, we'll call it 8. That's 16 leads in 1 week out of these 2 signs. Okay. Does that make sense? Wow. Go ahead. What? Nope. So the question was, do these text codes expire? Well, yes. The answer is yes and no. So the website text code will never expire as long as your website is up there. The listings will expire as long as that goes from active into any other status. Yeah. The website will never expire. Nope. Okay. All right. So what an amazing thing we have. We've got one of the best websites out there. We've learned how to use it, right? And and I'm showing you ways to drive leads out of it. Call capturing. Okay. So that's number 2. So we've got our open house. We've driven about 35 or 40 leads out of that, something like that. I don't know what it was. We've driven about another 16 out of yard signs. Oh, and I got to tell you, I think I took 4 or 5 just calls. This was a 55 plus community, so we're going to get more, a little more phone call action than normal off a yard sign because it's a 55 plus. Those people tend to call. I would. I don't know. Okay, so that's that. Okay. Again, this is something that you can just run with, guys. This text Bianco the property. If you're doing social media, why not bump that? Hey, this is my newest listing. For information, just text. Difference in the two is the one that I use Bianco, and you can use whatever you want, is when a property is listed. That is a direct link to a website of that particular listing. The text Chris is to my website. When it goes to pending, I'm changing them out. Does that make sense? I'm changing the writers out. Right. You're not that whoever's texting that's not going to get a link.
That's also why you only need 10 to 12 of the text codes because you're always putting another listing.
Right. I buy them by the dozen. I get 6 of them at text Chris, 6 of them Bianco 1, Bianco 2, Bianco 3. I pay about $150 for the dozen. I'm driving around to my listings. I'm a working agent. I don't pay lister or sister nothing. That's right. Because here's the thing. I guarantee you this. This is my opinion. Okay, look at this sign. See how nice it is? I give this to lister or sister. I get 3 uses out of it. It's bent. It's beat to hell. It's bent. It's got whatever. So I always pick up my own signs and my own lock boxes. I put them all out there. That's just a piece for me. I clean my lock boxes after they come in. I clean them before they go out. And these are actually clean. They're just
our brain's relatively small, but our culture is, hey, are you going that way? Will you?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody goes, yes. They'll do it for you too.
Or have your teenager.
Yeah, I don't use lister, assist, or any of those because they beat my signs up too bad. Okay. Yeah, or they lose them. Okay, so that's the piece right there. Okay, so you guys, I'm just saying that I'm telling you as a productive agent, this is a home run. This is a no-brainer. This is a have to. Okay, this has got to be done. It's easy. Okay. The other thing I'm telling you is that don't take it from me. If I did the same presentation in front of Randy Courtney, the #1 producing agent in all of MyWeichert nationwide, and he drags my ass in his office to set it up for him, he's believing in it too. Maybe worth doing. It may be worth doing. Think about it. And again, it goes back to what I said earlier. If the average buyer out there is looking at 5 separate websites, we're promoting our website. Why not ours? Let's get it out there. How can you make less money? What I would tell you is this. This is what I do. Okay. If you can go back and you can see, this is what I'm doing. Okay. I'm in the car and I'm changing my rider up. And there are going to be people in their home office thinking about ways that they don't have to take that drive. And I'm going to be making money when you're not. Okay. Fair enough. I don't cheat. I just do I might do more push-ups, but yeah.
I'm saying, isn't there? Should there be?
Okay, that's that piece, okay? However you want to do it, you do it. But that's that piece. Now, let's get back to what I was talking about. Yeah, there's probably a way to manipulate the text codes. Okay, so let's get back to what I was talking about. I'm going to do another little exercise here. Everybody's online, right? Okay. I'm going to tell you that through, and I can go through all this and do it for you, but we're running out of time. But I'm going to tell you through my property boost, I took 15 leads. This is one listing. Okay. Through my open house, I took 18 visitors, 18 leads. Okay. Through my open house hashtag, I took another 11 people. Those are the liars. Does that make sense? Got the liars. Okay. Through my text code, this is 1 week. Through my text, Bianco 1, I took 8 leads. Through text, Chris, I took another 8 leads. Somebody want to add that up? That's 50, 60. Okay. And then I took 6 phone calls off my sign, just regular phone calls. I took 6. We'll call them sign calls. Okay. For a grand total of 66 leads. Okay, that's our magic number. This is 1 week. Okay, here we go. 66 leads. I'm going to take 66 times 4 weeks in a month. Make sense? That's 2,000. I'm sorry, 264 leads. Okay. If I did it a month, I was consistent, perseverance, tenacity, consistency. I'm going to take 264 leads. I'm going to multiply it. I'm going to say I'm going, man, if I got that many leads, I'm taking July off. I'm going to San Diego. I'm going to Carlsbad. And I'm going to take Christmas off. So I'm going to do it times 10 months, 2,640 leads over the course of a year. Okay. That makes sense? Math right? Anybody just, right? If you believe what NAR says that we'll convert 1.5 to 3% of our leads to transactions. Okay. You believe that? I believe that's false. I believe because we have the power of MyWeichert that we're in touch with our leads a lot more, that our percentage should be higher, probably closer to 5. But I'm going to say, hey, you know what? We're all losers. So we're going to do 1.5%. Let's do 2. 2% will convert. Right? I'm a loser. So we're going to do 53 leads. We're going to convert 53 transactions out of these 2,640 leads based on the low end of what NAR says is average. Does that make sense? We're going to do 53, but wait a minute. Holy crap, I forgot about this. What was the first thing I talked about today? We still got 6 social media deals. Remember we talked about those? I'm at 59 deals right now for the year doing Bianco's system. Holy cow, but wait a minute. There's more. Wait a minute. I got 59 deals this year, but there's more. But wait, I'm going to use Lister Assister. I'm going to cut 25% of that because I just suck. There's your 40 deals. There's your 40 deals. If you can't do 40 deals off of this, you're crazy. Okay, I'm going to go back and I'm going to say, hey, wait a minute. I'm a split guy. Okay, if you do half 0.5%. You're doing 15. Any broker in here going to be upset with their agents doing 15 deals a year? I'm not. Right? Any agent, you're going to be happy with 15? Okay. Let's do it. Okay. Now, let's even go farther. Are you ready? I'm just saying. We're going to do our 40 deals. Follow me on this. Times a 300. You guys don't even know this piece probably. Average unit sale price. What's that equal? 12 million in gross sales, right? Times average commission rate. You probably don't know yours. I know mine, right? Oh yeah, right. We all wish that. Okay. I can tell you my office was 2.66 and that was high. Okay. Say 2.3. Anybody got a number on that? Anybody? Help me out.
276.
$276,000. Oops. Gross commissions. That's a good year. Anybody know the number of transactions that were done last year? On the MLS, I think it's somewhere around 126,000. Does that sound about right? Anybody on a number? I think it was about 126,000 for Maricopa County, for our MLS anyway. That doesn't include off-market stuff like new home sales,
what are you up to?
stuff like that. Okay, all we want is 40. Can I carve that out?
Sure.
What was that?
I just finished and you did a shirt. I'll show you that like on camera.
No, I've got the video off.
Guys, it's there. Okay, now I'm going to tell you something. I know some of you in here. Okay, I know some of you guys
doing good,
but what I do
until
know
I
is
went
that
up
I know
and got
every
another
one of
cup
you guys can
coffee,
do
and
40
then
deals
I
a year.
spilt
What's
it
the
all over
issue?
the place.
Why are you not?
So
There's
that
two
was
reasons why you're not.
fun.
You're not doing the activities. That's number
So I
one.
missed a big
But number
chunk
two,
of the
they
most
don't know you're there.
important part. But
There
they're
are 40
recording
people
it,
out
so
there that
I'll
will
get
let
it.
you do a transaction for them. They just don't know you're there. Get it out there. Your website, your text codes, all of that. Get it out there. Your social media. You can find 40 people. They're there. They want you to do a transaction for them. It's that simple. That's all I got. 40 deals. I showed you how to do 70 or 60 of them. Cut it down, 40. Cut it down to that, 20. Now, you want another number? I'll give you another crazy number. This is for Julian. Jillian. Right, Jillian. I'll just call you Jay. Okay, here's another number. We said that you had to do a property boost once a week, right? For 52 weeks. That's $60 times 52, right? How much is it for 10 months, right? How much is that? It's $2,400 a year. What was the number of the commission? 270? Divide 276 by 2,400 by 276. 2,400 divide 2,400 by 276,000. Tell me what that number is. Huh? I'm sorry. No. Wrong way. Other way around. Give me the decimal.
8.6.
That's not right.
2,400 divided by 276,000 is
Zero.
0 or point
Yeah.
867.
20 then 8.
Yes.
Okay.
And then
Okay, so it's this right here. It's point 008. Sound about right? Okay. Do you know what this is? That's 1%. Do you know what this is?
I'm not arguing that
This is that is 8 1,000ths. Okay. So are you willing to invest 8 1,000ths of your income into your business?
that's a whole nother scenario.
Do you understand that?
I'm already at that PCI, by the way, so.
That's
I don't
terrific.
know that I want, and that's just a personal choice of not amplifying it more than I can handle. That's
Yeah.
a whole nother scenario for another time. I'm not saying that these don't work.
Do you see what?
Property boosted before, haven't really seen anything really go off, but
Okay.
I have done it. It's not that I haven't done it, I haven't worked on and, done that, but.
Yeah.
the ones that I've had haven't really panned out, so.
Well, that's where you want to know the broker answer to that? Have you been consistent with it?
But I'm probably not.
I don't think
but
so.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, probably not. I'm not
Mhm.
denying that they don't work, I just don't.
Okay, anybody have any questions?
We do have some questions in the queue, right? Do we have a few? I know there was one on property boost.
So I tried to type answers back to a lot.
Okay, on a property boost, if you don't have it on the MLS, it's a new build.
Has to have an MLS number to property boost. It has to be on the MLS.
And it's gotta be active.
Must, it can be sold now.
It can't be coming soon.
But yeah, but you can do sold listings now. So that's something that MyWeichert's added. So you can do, when you turn a property over and you've sold it, you can actually boost the sold property.
I wish we could do the coming soon. That's the time the property boost is.
Yeah.
But it's not allowing you to do that. You gotta work around it. Stuff.
You're focusing on the listing itself. You want the lead. So you don't really care.
Well,
Right.
that's what I'm saying. You want it.
Well,
Well,
you're
2 years out, you
trying
want
to
the
drive
lead.
it to your listing.
Yeah.
You just want the contact. That's what he said before, grab anybody.
Okay, one last comment. One last comment. I know this sounds crazy, but you got this guy, right? You're sitting in the living room, you had a listing appointment, right? And this guy, the house is worth 450 and the guy says, I want to sell it for 600. I got to be honest with you. I take the listing because now I have a way to drive more leads than ever before with a listing that's going to linger on the MLS. Thank you very much. I'll take it. Game over. Yeah, I like it that way. How much? 600? No problem. I'm hunkering down for the long haul. Guys, it's been a pleasure. I hope you got something out of it. Keep in mind, your brokers will have a copy of this videotaped. If you got something out of it, I appreciate it.